Hello and welcome to the Broke Book Girls podcast, your go-to destination for indie reads. We're your hosts, Anne and Bree, and we would love for you to join us as we journey through all things indie. Here we aim to highlight incredible indie authors, explore new worlds, and introduce you to books you won't find anywhere else. Tune in to find your next read, have a laugh, and share in the joy of finding your home. Hello and welcome to the Broke Book Girl podcast, your go-to destination for indie reads. The pod that's good for your soul and really, really bad for your TBR. Today, speaking of TBRs, we're talking of books we've recently added to our TBRs. But before we jump into the bulk of our episode, Anne, what are you reading?
I'm currently reading The Voice in the Tower by C.H. Lynn. This is the second book in the Old Tales series, which is her reimagining of fairy tales. So I think I talked about Song in the Deep before, where it's like a reverse Little Mermaid one, but this is a sort of Rapunzel retelling, where our main character has magical hair and she ends up being sent to get married to this evil wizard, and her beloved, who is Prince Derek's brother from book one, has to go and save her. So I'm kind of in the middle of that in preparation for book 3. So I'm really excited. What are you currently reading?
I am currently, and I only started this today because I realized I wasn't actually reading an indie. I was reading a non-indie book. I was like, shit, I've now broken my one book at a time thing, but I've decided it's okay because it's an indie and a non-indie, so it's okay.
That works, yeah.
It doesn't get out of control. I'm arc reading Savage by Chaos Davy.
Yes.
Dark romance. I'm not that far. Kindle's waking up. I'm 20% of the way in, so it's not even that dark yet. I'm really enjoying it. It is definitely still very much out of my comfort zone because it's dark romance. But I am enjoying it so far. CC is she's just such a wordsmith.
Yeah, 100%.
If you haven't read Sadist by Chaos Davy, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
As someone who is not a dark romance girly, if you haven't read it, I've read it. Me.
The most non-dark romance reader there is.
They give me sunshine and rainbows, guys.
Yeah.
That is what I am currently reading at the moment and having a good time.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I read it and I loved it, and it's just so good. And now I'm like eagerly anticipating book 3, even though there's been no mention of book 3.
Yet.
Yeah.
But anyways, so today we are talking about books that we have recently added. I can't spell. There we go. I give up.
As long as you know what you're trying to say.
We'll find out. We are talking about books that we have recently added to our TBRs. It's really great being on a podcast because our TBRs are massively out of control.
Always. And forever.
Yeah. Who needs maintenance when you can just go nuts?
Yeah.
So we have a small selection of books that we have added. Of the things that we have seen and read and, want to recommend. So prepare your TBRs for new books.
Even more.
No regrets. So, what is the first book you have added to your TBR most recently?
So the first one that I've added is Forbidden Fate by Fiona Rowan. And the kind of how I did this was I wrote down what pulled me in and what made me add it to my TBR. So the tagline is A Taboo Patient Ex-Therapist Paranormal Romance. And this is actually book 3 in an interconnected standalone series. So it's kind of leading me into book 1 as well. So I'm going to kind of start with book 1. But Forbidden Fate was the one that fully pulled me in. So I've just got Goodreads here and I'm just going to read the synopsis because I honestly haven't read it, so I don't really know much about it. But we have Ryan. That's my partner's name, so that's going to be interesting. I didn't even notice that until just now. I had given up on having a future, but one breath of her scent changed everything. Maya Moore is mine. I don't care if she's my therapist and she says it can't happen. She doesn't understand that fate has made us inevitable. She doesn't know that I'm an apex predator or that she has become my prey. I'll keep to the shadows until I find a way to catch her and make her mine. And when I discover she's a member of an exclusive club where identities are hidden and desires are indulged, it seems fate hasn't forsaken me after all. Amaya, I've spent my life in control. There's never been a soul I felt safe enough to let in. So why am I drawn to two different men? The dangerously attractive client I'm ethically bound to refuse, and the mysterious masked man who fulfills my every fantasy but keeps his identity a closely guarded secret. Why am I so drawn to them both? I already know I can't have either. Not when there are so many secrets I'm carrying and when being with me could lead to disastrous consequences. So the little thing says, Forbidden Fate is a spicy shifter romance set in a dark world intended for an adult audience. Like, this is just my book.
This has
Anne to a T.
All
right?
Over it. You should know most of my expressions. I'm sitting there going...
Yeah. This is my book fully, so I'm really excited to jump into this one.
I can't wait for your review of it.
Yep.
So be like, so this is what happened, and this is how I...
Yeah, like full deep dive.
I've had an idea. We'll talk about it after.
Okay. What's your first one?
So my first one is The Gatekeeper, Realms of the Underworld by Kay Wish. The two things that drew me to this book, Kay Wish, and the cover.
Yes.
100%. Look, they say you don't judge a book by its cover. I'm sorry. Have you ever met a bookworm? Like, we judge books by covers. We go, ooh,
100%.
Pretty. Yes, this is something that would interest me. Love Kay Wish Sorry, I heard a noise that sounded like something was trying to take off. Loved In the Cover of Darkness. Love her writing. So when I saw she was releasing this, and it's more of a fantasy. Realm 7 is what the cover says. If you haven't looked at the cover, highly recommend. And this is what the book is about. This is the blurb from Goodreads. Legends have to start somewhere, right? Someone just doesn't make up a story that is passed down generations. Or do they? Well, that's what I'm going to find out. The devil pools of Hallowed Springs are shrouded in mystery and lore, but tonight, the night of All Hallows Eve, I'm going to find the truth. The legend says the pools are a gate to hell, a portal to another world, a realm we are told to fear. But what if they're all wrong? My live stream is on. Pitchforks and Chills 666 is going to break viewing records as I uncover the truth about the paranormal. 3 seconds till midnight, I can feel the air begin to shift. 2 seconds till midnight, the water looks so warm and inviting. 1 second till midnight, I just want to touch it, taste it, consume it. And then there's a little asterisk star key. Emmy's live stream is shown around the world, footage that will be used for decades to prove the existence of something otherworldly. Read on to see where she lands as she enters the devil's pool and a gate to hell opens.
Oh, that sounds so good.
It sounds so freaking good. It is like I'm just reading some of the reviews, and it's like, yeah, it sounds like it's going to have that comedy aspect of things that I really love, and fantasy, and the cover is just so stunning.
Yeah, I love the cover.
And I believe also there's another one in the series, which is the other one that made me go, oh yeah, I really want to read this, which we have talked about on the podcast previously, which was The Gladiator.
Yeah.
Which is the new one. And it's got two green guys on the cover.
And this is a reminder that this is the book that I talked about belly bulging, and we had a freaking chaotic time after that. Because I thought I was fully convinced that I had made that up.
Look, I'm still not convinced. I'm not entirely.
You'll have to read and come back and tell me.
I'm gonna have to read it. I'll be like, right, so you weren't wrong. But yes, that is one of the ones that I'm quite excited to read, having recently added to my TBR.
Oh, you might be able to buy it at AOP. Because K-Wish is going to AOP.
I may be able to buy it at AOP.
Interesting.
Why is my fan making a weird noise? Sorry. That's why it sounded like I heard like when planes are taking off and it was like
Yeah.
whoop. Yeah, my fan just made that noise. What is wrong with
When you did it the first time, my laptop fan was going crazy, so I thought it was my laptop fan.
Can you not?
We're trying to record here.
Honestly, I'm gonna turn it off and open my window instead.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, great idea. She says with the wind. Anyway, what is the next book on your list?
So all of the books on my list, you kind of will sense a theme, but this is another dark romance. It kind of tells you what sort of mood I'm in at the moment. But this is called Sweet Obsessions by Harmony West. And what kind of got me hooked on this one was a swoony dark rom-com with a morally grey lead who wants to learn everything about the woman he's obsessed with, but stalking her isn't as easy as he anticipated. And this just sounds like a really humorous, fun time. Like I have this like picture of he's like trying to stalk her and things that start to go wrong and it just ends up being really chaotic. But yeah, I've kind of all of these books I found scrolling Instagram, and you know those reels where they put like the highlighted text from Kindle. Like I've ended up like reading like little paragraphs, and all of these have just kind of pulled me in. So here is the synopsis. Summer keeps her dark fantasies close to her chest and between the pages of her favorite books. With a globe-trotter mother and a traveling artist best friend, Summer seeks her adventures as a professional fake girlfriend, spending her days pretending to be anyone other than herself for a thrill and lucrative paycheck. Of course, being a professional fake girlfriend makes dating a bit challenging, especially when her new client is the same man who accidentally broke into her apartment, the same man she hasn't been able to stop thinking about since. But if no one knew the real Summer, if he knew her fantasies of being the object of a man's obsession and unshakable devotion, she's not sure he'd want any relationship with her, fake or not. Noah didn't mean to break into Summer's home. In his drunken state, he mistook her apartment for his friend's, but now he's met the gorgeous, fiery Summer. He's found the perfect candidate to convince his overbearing family that he's over his recent girlfriend with a professional fake girlfriend. Except the more Noah gets to know Summer, the more his obsession grows. He wants to know everything about her, and based on the books on her shelf and her own drunken confession, she's not against a little light stalking. Unfortunately, from unsuccessfully hiding behind menus to mistakenly leaving his return address on gifts to getting caught peering through her window, Noah isn't exactly nailing the whole stalking thing, and his messiness has obviously attracted the attention of the wrong person because things for Noah go very, very badly. As in, find yourself locked in the trunk of a car bad. So maybe stalking isn't quite as easy as he had hoped.
That's yeah. I like that. A failed stalker right there.
Failed stalker, like completely failed. And it just sounds like right up my alley because I love the dark romance that kind of has that humor, like Butcher and Blackbird, Lights Out. Like I just love laughing while things are just absolutely crazy and out of this world and just insane. So I'm so ready for this one.
Also, there's definitely a theme to your to your recently added. Are you feeling all right?
Let's just carry on. No, I'm just in a mood. I think like because I haven't read any like darker books. I've been reading a lot of fantasy, and I've been kind of I've been reading quite a bit of contemporary romance. So I think now it's time for me to delve back into that darker side. But yeah.
Nice.
What's your next one?
So my one is Vile Lady Villains by I'm gonna mess this up. Deny by a person. Danny, maybe. I'm not even gonna try the last name because I have not been doing well with the words this week.
That's fair. That's honestly fair.
Considering I see you can apparently. Did you know? Apparently, you can only sink a ship. You can only ship a sink once. You can't. You can sink a ship once, but did you know that you can? You know what? Anyway,
Point proven.
I said something on Friday, and Grayson just looked at me and started laughing and went, "This is another Brianism," and I'm like, "Fuck." How big is this list gonna be? And he goes, "You can
Very
only
big.
ship a sink once," and I was just like, "I hate this." I don't. I love it. This was a book recommendation that came as a call out for arcs in Athena and Marley's street team.
That's
And
right.
I kind of had a look through it. I was like, actually, this seemed quite good. The blurb. With the consequences of her murderous actions closing in, Lady Macbeth turns to the three witches for help. She's given a brew that transports her to an unknown realm. Desperately lost, she opens the door and comes face to face with a beautiful woman drenched in blood. I'm calling her. Queen of the Mike Eye is exacting bloody revenge on her husband. Yet, as she revels in her triumph, an otherworldly door appears and a strange woman steps in. Thinking the stranger a spirit, she chases Lady Macbeth into the realm of stories. Hunted by screaming wraiths into worlds that are hell-bent on their demise, this murderous pair are forced to form an alliance or perish. Yet the realm's goddess, the mistress of the House of Books, claims to hold the key to saving them, but can they trust this ancient goddess? As the threat brings our vile lady villain closer, turning ill intentions into fiery attraction that no author dare write, they have to remain within the confines of their original tales, or burn down the world to pen a new story together.
That sounds so good.
I, yeah, I am like, I mean, just the whole premise of, hey, I'm gonna leave my own world because fuck this shit. But now we're stuck here, and it just sounds so freaking good.
I love sapphic stories, but I also love stories of women making the world the way they want it and like
Yeah,
living their life
and I
the way
think
they want it.
that's what really like to me was just like badass villains,
Yeah.
being like, yeah, I'm gonna do things the way I want to do them. I was just like, this book, I gotta read this. So
Yeah.
it is high up there. It has recently been added, and I am very happy to have it on my list.
Yeah. So many good books. I'm so excited.
Well, look, it's only April. We've got plenty of time to read.
Absolutely.
What's your next book?
My next one is Eyes of Devious Burgundy by Lacey Lahotsky. I think that's how you pronounce it. But what kind of pulled me in was it's a duet story, but it's kind of like a Clarissa Broadbent's where it's in this one world, but each duet follows a different couple. So that was interesting. So this is a slow meet, hate to love, banter-filled, high dark fantasy romance with a vicious, dangerous MMC and a fiery FMC. Perfect for fans of Clarissa Broadbent and LJ Andrews. So I love NJ Andrews and Clarissa Broadbent, so immediately added to my TBR. And this sounds so good. I've got the synopsis here. So in the midst of war, love might be the deadliest weapon of all. For 10 long years, angels and demons have waged a brutal war, with one man standing between the demons and total Rothak, the cruel and merciless general feared for his power to raise the dead. The prophecy whispers of a woman with eyes of devious burgundy who will shift the balance of power, but Rothak has plans of his own. I need to learn how to pronounce that. After a deadly plague wipes out millions of demons across the realm, Ro issues an unforgiving command. Every family must send one male to the front to face being put to the sword. Assyria, a sharp-tongued, burgundy-eyed farm girl, is trapped in an abusive marriage to a nobleman who only values her for the power she could give their offspring. Her life unravels when Ro's soldiers arrive with a decree. A violent clash leaves her covered in blood and running for her life. With her rare magic, she assumes the form of her slain husband and marches off to war, hiding among the very men she's sworn to hate for killing her family. In a society where women must remain veiled and pure, Assyria's survival hinges on secrecy, yet nothing can prepare her for the sharp, sinister gaze of Ro, whose punishments for disobedience are swift and savage. When their paths cross, fate set into motion a dangerous chain of events neither of them can control. With tension crackling between them and thousands of lives balanced on a knife's edge, Will their unlikely connection ignite salvation for the demons or doom them to destruction?
Ooh.
Sounds so good. I think you might like that too, because it's not like
as
a
you
dark romance.
It sounds as you were. It's like that whole thing. I'm just gonna. Right, so I'm adding that to my TBR right now.
Yes. Yeah, because I think one of the other duets caught my eye, but it is recommended that you read this one first. And it's funny because I already had this one on my TBR, but like book 4 or something caught my eye. And then I was like, oh, wait, yeah, that reminds me. So I've like bumped it up on my TBR to read this and start the series. But yeah, I think it's one that the romantasy girlies will love.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Like taking the face of your dead husband to go fight this war so you can survive. Holy hell.
Badass.
Badass. I'm so excited. I'm hoping to get to it soon.
I like that.
Right. What's your next one?
My next one is Midnight Kisses by Esme Brett.
Yay.
I recently read I think it was Heart Eyes, because I was in that bit of that little bit of that reading.
That's right.
With the book that I was reading, it was Heart Eyes, and I devoured it. I powered through it. I was like, I need more. So my next one that I'm going to read is Midnight Kisses.
Yeah.
The blurb. She's a plus-size model with big dreams and serious work ethic. He's a nepo baby whose longest relationship is with his assistant. Gary Anders is working a fancy New Year's Eve party as the bathroom attendant. It's a rock-bottom moment career-wise. Miles Lawrence comes crashing into her orbit with his mind on a wardrobe malfunction. The minute he lays eyes on the gorgeous attendant, his plans change. One thing's lead to another, and they're kissing at midnight, but not the kind of kissing where they're face to face. You giggle. After one taste, Miles is hooked, but Perry is focused on building her skincare empire, and while Miles is charming, hot, and magnetic, an F-boy is as an F-boy does, and not even his meddling mother can change that. Opposites might attract, but can they make it last in the spicy Cinderella retelling? Tropes include grumpy sunshine, I can only sleep when I'm with you, and a little bit of stretch kink. That's just what it says at the bottom of it, so I'm just reading that. So my introduction to Esme was Hard Eyes, because I actually haven't read any of hers yet. But now I have got another one of her books that's just come through on Kindle, which is Eye Candy. Oh, that good goes back. Yeah. I barely open my Libby app, so I forget. Read Eye Candy. But yes, I just kind of I need my happy little romance. I need my happiness. And
what did you think of the sexting in Heart Eyes?
One, I laughed because I was like, oh, that's hilarious. But then when they really got into it, I was like, damn, that's actually well done.
Really well done. Really? Like, I was obsessed, and I was like, I need more books with this in it. Like, it's so good.
No, I thought it was very well done. So I just really enjoyed the book. But that was like perfection.
Yeah,
how it was done.
100%.
But Esme is just perfection. So
she truly is, and I cannot wait to see her at Ages of Ages.
I can't wait to see her at Ages of Ages. I'm gonna have to read all of her books and then be like, right, so I'm buying all of these.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan. What is the next book on your list?
My one is Thieves and Monsters by Cleo Evans. So this is a standalone Why Choose Monster Mafia romance. So the Monster Mafia romance just caught my eye because I'm a mafia romance girly, but I also love my monsters. So this is one that I immediately added to my TBR. So the synopsis. When it comes to stealing from mafia men, there are 3 rules. 1, don't get caught. 2, don't be seen. And most of all, 3, don't fall in love with them. After being hired to steal a painting, I find myself ensnared. Damon, Minos, and Aeacus are 3 monsters who only want one thing, me. 7 days of sin in exchange for freedom from the Three Fates Mafia. If only it were that easy. The strings of fate have bound the four of us together, and not even gods or monsters can keep us apart. And then underneath that has tropes. Art thief FMC, three possessive mafia men, enemies to lovers, MMCs shift into monsters, obsessed morally grey MMCs, monster romance, knotting, good girl, gods, demigods, and monsters. So it sounds amazing and right up my alley. And I am reading it this month. So I will come back and give a review. But I'm so excited about this one. Like two of my favorite genres, or like tropes kind of like mashing together. Monster Mafia, hell yeah.
They did the mash. They did the monster
The monster mash.
Please don't copyright us.
We sung it badly enough, it's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You can't get us for doing it wrong.
No.
No, this sounds also. I can't wait to get your review on that one either, as well, because it's right up your alley.
Yeah, right. It's just like this is exactly the type of like another one that's just my book. So
yeah,
I'm excited.
Good.
What's your next one?
My next one is Shattered Chaos by Samantha Bee. So I met Samantha Bee at a romantic adventure.
Mm-hmm.
This book is a little bit more out of my alley. It's a little bit more of a darker romance.
Ooh.
But you know, sometimes you got to branch out a little bit. I read one dark. I'm going to try and read at least one dark romance a month.
Yeah.
To make sure that I'm broadening my horizon. Savage is my dark romance of the month, by the way.
Okay.
Reading any of the dark romances this month. But this is the blurb. Forbidden acts, evil intents, depraved souls, perverse pleasure. Everything changed when I walked into my father's office that day 8 years ago. I lost everything. My home, my family, even myself. I'm not the same girl I was back then. I spent every day sharpening my broken edges to turn them into weapons. I embraced the chaos in my soul, and now my heart beats to thunder and my blood flows with electricity. The only thing keeping me alive? Knowing that I'll wreak havoc on the ones who tore me apart. I've built my throne with blood and grown my kingdom with violence. Now I'm ready to tear theirs down. I've gained the money, power, and skills to do it. The only thing I can't do? Love. But that's okay. I have rules for that. It is the first book in a contemporary new adult series, contemporary dark romance.
Yeah.
It is a why choose romance, meaning the female protagonist has 3 or more love interests and will not be forced to choose.
Yes.
It contains high steam, foul language, as well as themes of violence and revenge.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm quite looking forward to jumping into this one probably next month.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I said, no more dark romances for this. It's called Recovery Time and Self-Care.
Absolutely.
But yes, I'm very looking forward to getting into this one. It's gonna be good. I have her sports romance ones here as well that I'm looking forward to reading. But
ooh, so is this like her first kind of foray into dark romance?
Yes. So she's got the 2 sports. I'm just trying to. Oh, she's got quite. I think this might be her first one in that series, the darker romance series. So yeah.
Ooh.
So yes, I am excited. Excited? Words.
I'm slowly turning Bree into a dark romance reader, guys. We're doing it. Hey, I didn't even recommend this one. I've never heard of this, so she's choosing it on her own, which means that those dark romance tingles are like in there. Dark romance tingles.
Wait, we have a document. We need to remember this. The dark romance tingles. There we go. I'm just adding it to the dark romance tingles.
Tingles.
I may get the tingle. It may make me feel tingly, but but it's not my biggest. But I will say I'm pretty proud that this is one that I have chosen for myself.
It's progress.
It's progress, but if you look at my shelf, 90% of it is just happiness.
Soft. I got all my romance soft boys, and then my small selection of not so soft boys.
Yeah. You get your trauma from fantasy romance and fantasy, so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then
Specifically Sheila Masterson.
we're coming for you, Sheila. Um, what's your next one?
My next one is When
Why?
the Bow Breaks by Eugenia Brown. This is another dark romance, and it was recommended by one of my favorite booktubers. And she's not really a dark romance girl, so if she was recommending it, I just had to. It's another masked stalker romance. Shocker. Wow, who would have thought? But here is the synopsis. Have you ever felt like you're being watched? That, ironically, is the least of my problems. Stuck in a dead end relationship with an emotionally unavailable fiance and little to no support system, I'm just trying to make the best of the hand I've been dealt. But that all changes when my masked stalker shows me just what my would-be spouse has been up to, convincing me that I deserve far more than the contempt and abuse I've been accepting. It's time that I start living for myself and finally release the rage that's burning straight through my soul.
Ooh.
Short, sweet, but definitely intriguing, and I'm very excited to get into this one. It sounds so good. And this author is BIPOC, so
Even better.
it's a good one. Yeah. BIPOC indie, we need more of it, so I'm glad to have this on my TBR.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. And I'll come back and scream about it at some point and make everyone else add it to their TBR.
Good for your soul. Bad for your
Bad for
TBR.
your TBR. Always.
Oh, we'd be doing it wrong if we weren't doing it like that.
Absolutely. What's your next one?
My next one is because I completely forgot that this book was coming out. So it's only because it is book 3. It is Shattered by Tay Rose.
Yep.
So it's been a couple of years. I think it's been like maybe 2 years since Scourged came out. So
Yep.
I kind of completely forgot. And then when I got the notification, I'm like, oh yeah, so like we're getting ready to release book 3. I was like, holy shit, what? Really? What? So this book's been added to my TBR very recently. It is book 3. But here is the blurb. The legends are awake. Loss and defeat have rattled Mariah and her court. They've taken refuge in the Creed deserts, but peace continues to evade them. Mariah must navigate her grief, her crown, and sensitive politics of the continent, and she must do it without the most important person in her life by her side. Andrian has always known that his birth was a curse, one that Cole would never stop reminding him of, but the Dark God has plans for him. Andrian is willing to endure anything to keep Mariah safe, even if it means giving up all hope for himself. Wow, your laptop is going to take off now. The world lies at a crossroad. The god of the sun must be stopped before freedom is lost to the stars. It will require a decision that could splinter Mariah's court forever, and even her light may not be enough to outshine the sun. The lies that built the world are crumbling, and when they do, everything will shatter.
Ooh.
And it's got a world rich in magic, all human cast, side character romances, so the side characters are getting
Love
their
that.
lives, a found family who struggled and forgive each other, meddlesome gods, and dragons rumbling to life.
Hell yes. I really need to read this one. I think you added it to my 12 Recs by 12 Friends, didn't you?
Potentially. I don't remember.
So I will be reading it this year.
I put a lot of random things. No, not random things. I put a lot of things on people's TBRs this year. I was just like,
yeah, that's honestly
this is what you're gonna read. So I'm very excited for this one because it is the next book, and I'm gonna have to reread the rest of the series. No, my phone just went. Someone emailed me. But yes, that is. Yes, I see what you just wrote.
Because I realized we had an uneven number, so I was like scrolling my Goodreads as you were talking, going, which one did I recently add? So
tell me more. Tell me about this.
So this is Broken Bonds by J. Bree. And I'm very excited about this one.
So I had read book 1, and then I took 2 and 3 down with me to Invercargill, and when Zoe and I were on a reading marathon, I fucking read all of them.
That's right. I remember that. And you were not okay.
Yell from my room. at like 9 o'clock at night while she's on the phone to her partner. I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, you good? And I'm like, no!
I am not okay.
Anyway, continue.
So this is a full-length reverse harem paranormal romance. And the synopsis is, after the death of my mother and her bonded, I was relieved to find my own bonds. I was sure everything would be okay if I had them. It wasn't. The fate of our people is in my hands, and I know we're better off if I'm alone. After 5 years on the run, I'm caught and dragged back to face the men I ran away from. I thought I was doing the right thing. Now I'm not so sure. North Knox, Griffin, Atlas, and Gabe may never forgive me, but one thing is for sure, I won't ever forgive myself. This just sounds like trauma, and I'm kind of scared.
Trust me. Yes, it really is. I think there's a photo that Zoe has of me because I had to walk away, and then she's got a photo. I'm standing there like this. I was not. Each book, I was kind of like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, and I just love reverse harem, so.
It's such a good, it's so well done. I cannot recommend it highly enough.
Oh, I'm so excited. All right, hopefully I can get to it soon. What's your last one?
My last one is A Kingdom Ruined by Xavier Bennett. I literally it just popped up from the author while I was scrolling through Instagram a couple of days ago. I was like, ooh. As the conclusion of a millennia-old prophecy draws near, two brothers must fight to save everything. For as long as they could remember, Cade and Garen have wanted nothing more than to join the legendary Wyvern Guard, to serve and defend both Queen and realm against the forces that would seek to destroy them. Competition will be fierce, but with only 4 spots and thousands of applicants, the brothers are determined to be 2 of those selected. But when their world is turned upside down on the eve of the departure, wow, the rest of the blurb is missing. Hold on. Oh dear. Wait, where's Xavier? Right. Right, I'm just gonna start from the beginning and read it straight from
Yeah, let's go.
Growing up obsessed with all things mythical, Cade has wanted nothing more than to bond with a wyvern and join the legendary Wyvern Guard to serve and defend both Queen and realm against the forces that would seek to destroy the human race. Competition will be fierce, but with only 4 spots and thousands of applicants, he's determined to join the elite warriors. As a younger brother, Garen has always followed in Cade's footsteps, and he too strives to join the Wyvern Guard, a lifelong goal for both brothers. After training for 20 long years, Garen feels confident he and his brother will pass the selection process with flying colours, but not without having a bit of fun before leaving for Hallandor. On the eve of their departure, the brothers' lives are turned upside down, and everything they've ever known changes in an instant. Cade and Garen enter a world where great beasts and men walk hand in hand, and duty can often be confused with destiny. Ancient magic begins to stir, and the gods are no longer content to sit by and watch. The brothers must use every scattered training they've received to survive, but soon find out they are woefully unprepared. When met with a fate neither could have predicted, both men are forced to trust unlikely allies. Ideals will be challenged, bonds will be tested, broken, and made whole again. With so many choices before them, will the brothers accept their new fate or leave a kingdom ruined?
Ooh, that sounds so good.
A fantasy queer normative world and an MMMF story arc following 2 brothers as they navigate a strange and unfamiliar world.
Ooh.
So I'm looking forward to that.
That sounds really good, and I'm adding that to my TBR.
With the unfinished synopsis on Goodreads, I was very confused for a second. Like, I feel like I read more than this earlier. Like, what is missing here? Goodness. Oh, God. Any other books that you have?
There's so many, but I think we'll just keep it there. We might do a part 2 episode at some stage with even more.
Yeah, when we've definitely added more to our list already.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like every day goes by that I'm adding a new book or 2 onto my TBR, just because we're on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and whatever else, and constantly getting book recommendations. So
And people saying, hey, you should read this book. Okay.
Yeah. I add to my TBR. I trust this person.
And then you read the book, I no longer trust this person that caused me bodily harm.
Pretty much.
But that is the bulk of our episode.
Yeah.
That is a good list of books. We hope you all add them to your TBR. Either, or if you have already read them, please come and tell us. So that way we can be like, oh yes, tell us more. But that's a good list.
Such a good list, and I'm so excited to maybe at some point come back and tell you guys that I'm currently reading them or whatever.
Or have read them.
Or have read them, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. So, like at the end of every episode, I think we've both had a bit of a week. What's your spark of joy for this week?
So my spark of joy this week was at the start of the week. We normally have a meeting where our boss kind of just goes through if there's been any issues raised or anything like that. And he kind of approached us and told us that due to fuel costs, him and his wife believe that they should they're thinking of cutting down the days that we're working. So instead of working 40 hours over 5 days, we're going to work the 40 hours over 4 days and have one day off where we don't actually have to travel in and out of work, which will help with fuel costs. So that's been really amazing. And everyone agreed to it. So next Friday I will be off, which means that I can actually work on my PA business and my apprenticeship, which is great. Yeah. So that's good. It's really good. Yeah. So like the Monday to Thursday will be a little bit harder because I'll be working 10-hour days. But I always find working that overtime, the first hour and this last hour of the day go really, really quick, like the overtime hours. So it shouldn't be too bad, but I'm really excited.
That's because last year, that's what happened. You were down to doing Monday to Thursday, weren't you?
Yeah, but that was because we didn't have any work, so our hours were completely cut. So we lost 8 hours in the week, but they're keeping our hours because we've got lots of work, but they're just trying to help everyone with fuel costs. Yeah,
that's so good.
It's so good. So I'm really excited, and I'll finally get a break.
Thank God.
Thank God. What's your spark of joy?
What my spark of joy is, as per usual, Stargate. Just getting to watch getting to show someone Stargate for the first time and actually getting his raw reaction to all the stuff that I already know. It just brings me so much joy, and also seeing him love Stargate as much as I love Stargate just makes me.
That's so good. It's the best.
It is just, it just brings me so much joy, and getting and my other spark of joy is. So Sheila's getting the Poison Daughter traditionally published. It's so exciting. So that is definitely.
I can't believe it. I'm so happy.
It makes me just brings so much joy. And so when they did the thing to say, oh yeah, so you're not going to be able to get the hardcover, I was like, well, I need the fucking hardcover. So I bought the hardcover.
Yes.
And I mean,
look at that beauty.
Look at that beauty. Look at the back.
I love this book with my whole entire heart.
I was fortunate enough that for Christmas, Ben, when he went to the States, he got me the soft cover of the Poison Daughter. But as soon as Sheila was like, yeah, you're not going to be able to get the hardcover, I'm like, well, I need to have the hardcover with this badge. There.
Yeah, I just got the paperback and it did just turn up as well. I couldn't afford both, so I got the paperback. I'd be happy with the paperback, and I'm sure that we'll get a special edition of the trad published one, so I'll get my hands on that at some point. But yeah, I'm so happy for Sheila, and I had a good feeling about this book from the beginning. And both of us ARC read it.
Yeah. It's everything, of everything that Sheila has written. So I've been on her street team for years now. And, this book is just special.
So special. It came out at the perfect time. Yeah. I think it did too. It just came out at the perfect time. It just hit the market so well. and it just blew up. Like, even before it was traditionally, like, going to be traditionally published, like, she was hitting millions of page reads on Kindle Unlimited and hitting #1 across Amazon. Like, it just went so big, and it was amazing.
And it's
I can't wait.
It's so well deserved. It is. This book,
I know.
It's just, this book, if you guys have not read The Poison, if there is one book that I think everybody needs to read, it's this one.
Yeah.
Of all the books that we all
Female rage.
This is pure feminine rage and revenge and learning to
enemies to lovers, slow burn romance.
True enemies to lovers.
Mm-hmm.
Because they fucking...
Like, bro, towards the end of the book, I was like, I don't even know if these two are actually going to fall in love and get together.
I was like, is she actually going to kill him?
Yeah.
Is he going to kill him?
I was like, is this actually going to be the direction that we go? Like, I'm here for it, but also, I kind of love him.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like, this book is just, and like the fact that I think we had an idea when it's like she came up saying, yeah, like this isn't going to be available, and we both kind of went, what's going on, Sheila? what's going on? So
now that she's a Miss Popular lady, hopefully we can get her back on the podcast and do a deep dive into The Poisoned Daughter, because we did focus on the Lost God series when we did her interview the first time. So we might have to dig into The Poisoned Daughter a little bit more.
I need to send her a message, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is
we can slide into those DMs like with some of these authors. It's so good.
Sheila will not be surprised. I'll just
No.
hey girl, and she'll be like, hey. But no, I need to finish my collection. I need to get Legacy of Stars, and then I need to get Song of the Darkwood, so that way I have the full Sheila. When I was reorganizing my bookshelf and I sent a photo of it, put a photo of it on Instagram, she's like, it's me.
So cute.
I like fronting.
I need to get more of her books.
Yes.
Because I have a feeling now that she's getting really popular, her other books are going to get really popular, which means they're probably going to go trad too. So
which is why
I think I need to start getting my hands on them.
I really need to get Song of the Darkwood, and I really need to get Legacy of Stars before they're not indie anymore. And then as soon as this one's traditionally published and on shelves in New Zealand, I'll be like,
hey, mine. Yeah, and then I'll annotate the shit out of my trad published book.
Annotate the shit out of the annotated, never the indie. Actually, do you know? I've got another spark of joy. I've had like little moments. I have been reading Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yes, I saw your annotations. I'm also reading this book this month.
I am having such a good time. And so when I was looking after my friend's cat, I had my book, and then Grayson came up and he saw my book and he goes, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm annotating. And I showed him some of my comments and he's like, oh my God. Like, this is... I'm having so much fun with this book. And my favorite comment that I keep making is, and still no pants. My other spark is just going through, and actually, like, this is probably only the second or third book that I've properly done this to, because I'm having such a good time. But I knew from the minute I read the dedication that I was gonna love this book.
Oh yeah.
It's dedicated to Fiona the hippo. Amazing. So that is it's been a weird week. So those are my three sparks.
Nice. Love it.
So plug of the week. What are you going to plug?
I'm going to plug not bottling up your emotions and actually talking to your friends about issues. Like Bree and I have said, we've both had a bit of a rough week, a weird week, and we both came to one another and kind of vented, talked about our feelings, and just kind of talked about what was going on. And I felt immediately better having a chat with Bree. So I highly recommend, if there's something going on, if it's not a friend or if it's a family member or just someone that you really, really trust, do talk about those things, because bottling them up doesn't help.
No, we're experts at bottling these things up. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
Speaking from experience.
Yeah, called compartmentalization, but you get to a point where you can't compartmentalize anymore.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my plug. What's yours?
My plug came from a recommendation that came from Ray, or Renee's ramblings, while I was reorganizing my bookshelf, and I were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I actually need to go through and make a document so I know what books I have and how, like, and all of that. And she recommended the bookshelf. It's called Bookshelf. It looks like, oh, crackers. Come on. Come on. Oh, fuck. It's a little white background with like a orange book on it.
Okay.
And basically what I can do is you can scan the ISBN code and of the books.
Oh, and then you've got a list of all your books. I need that because I need to keep track of all the books I have, and I'm about to start reorganizing my shelves.
So Ray was the one who suggested this to me, and I went, holy shit, like, why did I never think of this? So I've only scanned 85 books because I keep getting sidetracked and don't just go. Look,
ADHD.
I just organized my bookshelves, and then I'm going to go through and scan them. So that means taking from my shelf. It's like you can organize it. So I've got it organized by author. So now it's
nice.
So it's all going to be in alphabetical order for me. And for books that aren't in there, like, you can add them in manually, so that way they. Like, I'm just loving it so much because I can.
Oh my god, this is perfect.
I can actually see, what books I have, and it means that if I go to a bookstore, I can be like, yes, I already own this one. I don't own this one. Or if I buy a book, I can immediately add it into my bookshelf.
Yeah. It'll be so good when you finally have your full list, and then it's just easy to manage. Yeah. Like at the end of a month, if you've bought a bunch of books, at the end of a month, you can be like, right, I'm going to add all of these and then add them to your shelf. Or as you're adding them to your shelf, you can do that. It's going to be so good because our cabin is being moved. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but I think it's Friday now. And I'll be putting all my books back up on my shelf. So as I'm doing that, I'll just scan them.
It's really handy. So it's got scan book, ISBN, but then it's got batch scan book. So you just open up the batch scan and you just scan the ISBN and you can put it away, and you just keep on going and going and going and going.
Oh my god, that's so good.
It is. I just like, so Ray, thank you so much for
that's such a good one.
It's so handy. I just wish I'd known about it before I was reorganizing and took all my books off my bookshelf.
Yeah, it would have been better to know, like, as the books were off the shelf, but now you know.
It just means that I now put on my TV show. I just put on, because I'm watching Scrubs at the moment, so I just put on Scrubs, and I can just go and scan. And like, there's like I got the Romance Cartel's Nevermore, Stephanie Holmes' Nevermore bookshelf collection. But because it's 2 books, and it's book 1 to 5 and then 6 to 10, so I can just add it in manually for my own records.
Yep.
It's been brilliant. I'm not sure how it's going to go when I have to scan in multiple editions of one book. Like 4th wing.
Yeah, that's true.
That's going to be interesting, because I don't know if it's going to just say, but this is 4th wing. I'm like, no, but it's 4th wing this edition. Or
yeah, I think they have to have different ISBN numbers, so it should.
And then it's also the other thing that I struggle with a little bit is books that haven't come with an ISBN number on them because they're a special edition. Because I can't scan the ISBN number, like with Null and Void.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the book itself. Like, it doesn't have.
Is it on the inside? On that page, it might have it. Because I think every book and every different edition of a book has to have an ISBN number.
That's a really good point.
But then again, I don't know, because I think
there's the number, but there's no barcode for me.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I will have to add that one, search that one manually. That's okay. That'll keep me out of trouble for 10 minutes. Only 10. I can't
Just
guarantee
10.
Just
Nah.
it'll be what my issue will be numbers. So we'll be sitting there going, when we do eye tests at work, like so you have to stand at the 6 meter mark. And like patients have to read like across the thing. I have to go and stand beside the eye test thing so I can actually see and make sure they're getting the letters right. like this is not a good look, and yet my optometrist goes, no, you're just short-sighted. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm not just short-sighted, my dude. I'm actually struggling to see in 6 meters. I cannot
Yeah.
that says, but that's okay. Anyway, that's our sparks and our plugs of the week. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you joining us all day, every day that you listen to us. Make sure to subscribe so we know you're here listening, and turn on your little notification bells, and then you'll get a notification when the new episode comes out every Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Make sure to give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok at the Broke Book Girls Pod. Or from your favorite listener of choice, you can follow us individually and see what we're up to and what we're reading. And where can they find you?
You can find me at Runaway Irish Girl pretty much on all platforms. And if you can't find me there, I'm not there. But it's very likely that I am. What about you, Brie?
You can find me at Cheese and Reads on some places, other places, as I think I have said every week. If I'm not there, that's a you problem. It's because I don't want to be found, guys. Just leave me be. Social media is scary. Managing my own and then the podcast is terrifying enough sometimes. Check back in, as we said, every Wednesday at 10 a.m. for new episodes. We love and appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining us. Have a lovely one. Bye.
Bye.